Welcome everybody to the Land of Work and Joy podcast. My name is Mr.Kay, and this is my co-host Saint Jay and Blessed ZM. What's up, gents?
We're cool.
Yeah, what's good? What's good?
Okay. No,
Like
we
I
all
like I
good.
feel
We
it.
all good.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
kicking.
first episode of the podcast.
Yeah,
You know how we doing? How we feeling?
we're feeling good. We're feeling like this is a very good. What? You asking about the weekend or what?
No. Say no. How you feeling? Just generally, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. God is good.
God is good. God is
Yeah.
God
is
all,
always
the
good.
time, man.
Yeah,
All the time.
yeah.
Zambia is a Christian nation in this
Yeah.
land of work and joy.
Yeah.
We're pushing.
Land of work and joy,
Mr.
yeah.
Blessed. Now, anyone and I'm for the suit, yama. What's the occasion?
No, I just went to church. Sure.
Get from one day,
Small
can
day.
The great service at church. This is where I am, Chief.
Hey.
This is where I am.
I won't say much,
I'm
man. I
chilled.
won't say much. You're chilled, man. Huh? But how was church, though?
The church was okay.
What was the message?
The message. All right.
No, just summarize, not fiance, but we can pick out one or two things.
Okay, so the main Bible reading came from the Book of Kings, chapter number 4, verses 8
Okay.
to 44.
Yeah.
The main title of the church service today was Faith.
All right.
Right, so it was just the whole scripture talks about a woman from a Shunammite woman,
Yeah.
that helped to build a room on his house, on the upper room.
Okay.
Like he built a house for who is this guy? Elisha?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
basically,
Faith.
yeah.
Okay. Cool, man.
Faith.
Mr. Saint
Faith.
Jay, man. Much
Yeah.
up, church.
I did.
Good.
When last did you visit
No.
church?
Anyway, that's a good question.
Church
That's a good question.
When
Yeah.
last?
Church
Anyway, stick for the next episode. We'll talk about that at the
No
next
problem.
When
episode.
last
man.
did you visit
Church
church?
attendance.
Hey,
'cause,
bro.
Dudes
Hey.
be skipping church, man.
Oh, me? Him?
hey.
You?
Hey, man.
Who knows? Maybe you guys, you have your own churches. Yes, if you formed your own churches.
Nipano pano yama, kuchenje na.
Jeez, walikuwa toka cheche.
As a
Church.
papa. But wali kuma papa mayo bad.
Hey, buddy, po.
No officer
My
the
prophet,
problem,
yeah,
mama,
what
guys.
the
Not all prophets, guys. Take note.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of
Yeah.
some of them guys.
Oh,
who get
yeah.
off,
Of course.
But anyway, let's get into it, man.
Let's
So
go.
it's a couple of things we have to discuss, you know.
Yeah.
Just gonna have a conversation about some of the happenings in our country in the past few days. Well, not just our country, but just a bunch of things we can discuss of interest.
Okay.
You know, did you see the Yo Maps thing? The
Yeah,
man
I
who
saw.
came out like his father.
Yeah, I saw that. So then I was thinking like, and then the guy had to say that man is a comedian.
Is he a comedian for real?
I don't know, but that was in context with he was asked the question.
I see.
So I was like,
Maybe I should also come out that I'm your mom's brother.
No, that's how it is. Success is good. But it's
Yeah.
about book,
Yeah.
You begin to claim.
Everybody-
But looking at the way your mom, it was a surprising thing to me. Actually, I thought those were his real parents. The one
Oh,
that
yeah.
he built the house and bought a Benz for.
That also surprised me.
That was-
Like,
Those were-
but my parents back as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I only to find out he was adopted by that
Them.
couple.
took care of
Yeah.
him.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
that's interesting. That's quite interesting, you know. It's good to see that there's people, you know, out there who still care that much about, you know, doing
So I was
positive
surprised.
things
Like,
for
yeah.
people.
yeah.
Because it's not easy to take in someone else's child, especially
is
someone you
not-
don't know,
Yeah.
who you're not even related,
Related
to. But yeah, that couple did that, you know.
Ish.
But I was still laughing at the same old man. So there was a comment there in the comment section
Yeah.
On one of the posts where he was
He
posted.
said something.
He was saying like someone was saying, but
Someone
Dada,
commented.
you know, you are saying that this guy is your son
He's
based
your
off of
son.
the name Elton Mlenga.
Yeah.
Like here in Livingston, we have Elton Mlenga. So how sure it's your map?
Yeah.
It could be you in the Elton Mlenga or Livingston.
Livingston.
Eh, mwana we-
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think it's a, you know, it's a funny situation. I don't know how you guys look at it. You know, how would you take it if you were in that case? And where, you know, like wakula fitawa kwa
bro.
taba uisobo taba bapo. And you grow up, you blow, you know, you become successful in any other field, and somebody shows up claiming to be your father.
Is that okay? That would be. But again, you know, like when you're a public figure, you expect things like that to come your way again. So like that's why for him, he was. I don't know how he took it behind that video that he made.
Yeah.
But if I'm winning for his traffic, I feel like guys, like it's in a joking way. Like I think that was just. This was not serious with him or something. Yeah, I don't know behind the curtains, but for me, if you're dating send the son,
well, let's put it this way.
Yeah.
Let's say maybe Tabashi like in a joking way.
If
But actually,
you-
like somebody came serious and says, "Oh, your dog, I'm your father.
Okay,
man.
but as in for
I'm
me,
your daddy."
as in for me, let's say if someone came through right now, let's say I'm big in the country, I'm making some money in A, B, C, D, have acquired some things, and someone came
As the new tycoon in LSK.
then someone
The
comes out,
young heroes.
young pharaohs, yo.
then someone came out saying, "Oh, he's my father." Then okay, then it turns out to be real that he's my father.
And let's say he's your father for real.
It turns out for real, like he's my dad. The first question would be like, "Yo, dude, where were you?"
Okay, supposing then now he gives you a valid reason. So look, bro, this is how it was. Like, you know, things didn't work out between me and your mom, or something happened that he couldn't get back, and he lost track of his family.
At the end of the day, that would be the side of his story. I'd love to have maybe two sides of the story. If mom was around, I would ask like, really, like what transpired.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when you give birth to someone, please, you must have the responsibility. You need to take care of what you've brought on the earth.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But like I'm saying, my cases I got. You know, things happen. This is life.
Yeah.
There are certain situations where, for some reason or the other, people lose track of their family. Like, there's a weird story I saw, like, on Facebook. There's this guy who does Tuma. He's an American guy. He does Tuma stories by Facebook, and he was talking about how this man got stolen as a kid. So they were like him and his elder brother. So they were playing outside. Then this lady came and like took him and kidnapped him. So he didn't realize that because he was a kid at the time, and he thought, oh, this lady just asked me to go with her. And she went with him, and he grew up in a totally different place. And like his family tried looking for him. They went to the police, but they couldn't trace him. It's only after years that, you know, they linked up and discovered, oh, actually, this person is our relative. And his brother remembered him, and he remembered his elder brothers. Were like, no, I remember him. Like, I always just wonder, like, where's that dude? Where did he go? Like, you know? Yeah, so that's how they met. But anyway, that's just an example to kind of say, like, things happen, which is not the typical way that maybe like a relationship between a woman and a man will break up. Kula ba idea kati for some reason I should disagree. Sometimes the woman is bitter. Or you know, sometimes maybe there's just no even speaking, like, you know. About guys
Easy way out.
And like I think Amaji's having, especially youth, you know, like they'll leave a child with a woman, like abalalomjis. That's your responsibility to abalala.
And if we are again, I think you know, sometimes I think I can't even be at Tinya and in a way. Like, oh, you know, Pangomulan, Tumulan. So no Momulan, Pangomulan to Station, I'm the Bandu. Teshi, if you someone, Charabashani, Mulan Kaido, you don't figure, I don't know if I can manage this, but I don't figure Tinabazan, I know pathetic in Shikari. So in a Kubutu. But not knowing that that's just a matter of two families meeting and discussing how they're going to...
How you're saying it, or the way you've said it, like, Akali, you know. I remember I got into a younger with this... He was an older man that was driving like a younger, so he was saying, you know what? Akali, like, when you just impregnate someone's daughter, it was really, really an issue.
Yeah. It's going to be problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yo, hey.
On site.
Whether you are still going at school, whether you're in college, what will happen is, cheat, mwana wa cheat, hashtag pregnant, mwana wa cheat.
Yeah.
Mary ni chivamuleta panganda pamenu. It's just now where people say, wait, until she gives birth ABCD.
Yeah.
Like, apanomba if by is na ngwamfo mundu apelefu. Like, it won't be as the way it was a long time ago.
Yeah, the consequences not that great.
Whether ni gunyeti.
Okay, just get back to the crux of things. What we're talking about, you know, if somebody shows up after those years and then they're like, after you're successful, you know. So what are you doing? Are you sending Are you sending that dude home like a shkuru?
So like this situation is like that's in like the situation is like he's like as in is he my real parent or what?
He's come through. He's your father. Yes, we find out
that. And it turns out
real.
that
you know, because if he's not your father, it's easy to I don't even know you, dude. Like,
why would you do that?
So now you do everything.
But if it's your father, then now it becomes a more complicated situation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because now you start thinking of all those things. Okay, what happened? Like, why weren't you there?
Like, why now?
Yeah.
Like, why now? Is it the status now that I mean? Or but then again, for me, like, okay, I would like
and now,
that would be very
you've
emotional.
Grown, you're a man,
yeah, that would be very emotional. I don't know if he has to take it like online for me to see that, or maybe he has to get through people from my family.
Yeah.
But if it's online, then that's very emotional because then now, like all these years, and then now he has to use that platform. Yeah, he has to use that platform to communicate like that. That's very.
And I think what you're saying, like, I'll probably look at it the same way. Like, If you come at me online, we're not having that.
That's like family matter.
Like, it just kind of
that's
looks
a family
like
matter.
But therefore, really, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like there's ways you can get to somebody even if you're not close to them like that. But just to go online and they know I'm your father, nigga.
So a channel of communication is what depends, like the way you come out to me.
Yeah, but also even the explanation he gives, even if he comes through personally, and he can't, give a valid reason. But sometimes people will lie; they'll give reasons and what's this.
Yeah,
so we might have to do some investigation.
You do that. You do that research, like okay.
Yeah, we might have to do some research and really verify what this dude is saying.
Yeah.
In China, that so like, that I never grew up with my father. Like if he came now, and he out here telling me he's my father, like I'm a grown man already. I don't need you. Like,
like for real.
Where were you when I needed you? Like,
when I needed
you, I need you now for what?
There was a point you're supposed to groom me.
But there's something that he said in that, which I took note of. And that, in life, there are people come and go. There are people who come into your life to make a deposit. And there are people who come to withdraw. So the way he kind of painted it is like in that scenario, that nigga, like, he's coming to withdraw, to make amends, to withdraw, to make himself feel good about the situation. Not necessarily like coming to atone for what he did. But anyway, it's a complex issue. I don't know what you would do. You can, say something in the comments, man. Let's see what you're going to say about it in the comments.
So here's the thing. I don't know. Is it every person that has a child can be said that they're parents? Who is a parent, first of all? No,
not every person who has a child is a parent. Like, I think right now, there are a lot of children who have children. It's a baby nation. Like, that's the way I look at it. Like, because when you call someone a parent, there are certain characteristics that come with that and responsibilities that come with that. And unless someone embodies those characteristics and responsibilities, then they cease to be a parent. A lot of people are just like, they fathered somebody or they had a child with someone. They're not necessarily parents. There are a lot of children, like I said, having children these days who don't really know anything about parenting.
So that nigga that came out and saying like, I'm your maps thingy. Was that a parent?
I don't know. First of all, I don't know who he is. And I kind of just laughed it off. It kind of looked like a joke. To me. Like you're not serious. All these years, like, where were you? You couldn't, like, you didn't know where his relatives were. Like, there are all those things he could have used, all those channels.
What was the main reason he said that they got the kid?
That's a lie. That's nonsense. There's no way you can say at Vams and the shiny like you tell me show blue one and I'm casual. Like you don't know anyone from. How did you get married? How did you even have children?
Hey, father.
But I think, like you said, he might be a comedian again. So.
I'm
not really gonna take that serious. I think
it was your mom who was saying Does he know the man?
But that's what it is when you become famous. So get ready.
Everybody's on your everybody's your cousin, you know.
Yeah, everybody's your sister.
Everybody, your moms.
You know, some of
I'm
you
your half brother, man.
Some of you gonna wake up with kids you didn't know you had.
You know,
with wives you didn't know you had. You know, it comes with the territory. Anyway, so that's that about the man, them yo maps and that issue.
It's the maps.
Yeah.
The man, like the dude has a story, like man, like
yeah. I haven't watched the full thing, but I've just been seeing like tomorrow clips, but
he's got the
podcast.
So, I don't know, like just touching a bit on what your mom was saying on that podcast.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. So this dude was saying like he's been making more money from streaming.
Oh yeah.
Compared to shows. I was like, film G's are random. She fishing. Like I would love to hear it from someone who's out there, like these guys who've blown.
That's quite interesting as well, because he needed to explain a bit more on that.
Said, from his first album, which is Commando.
Yeah.
He said that he saw that album. Like I don't know if it was to Boomplay. I think, but it was an exclusive deal to Boomplay at a cost of $80,000. So I was like,
okay, I see. Anyway, that's possible, and it's
that's
probably could be
80 G's, bro.
But again, like even the phrasing of the statement itself, say he makes more money from royalties. I think maybe it's also just an issue of being specific with language.
Yeah.
Because when you're talking about royalties, different kinds of royalties, and how they're calculated. If we're looking at streaming royalties and whatnot, that's another thing altogether. So I don't know. He would need to have to break down.
Even me, I was kind of like
just from the royalties that I know, I am a streams and whatnot. Yeah, it isn't much. But from what you were saying, he had an exclusive deal on Boomplay, right? Yeah. So that's a bit different. He actually kind of just sold off. I think he sold the rights to that thing. Yeah. So he doesn't really own that music as per se. It means Boomplay got that, and now it's their intellectual property. So he can't even earn off of those royalties. That's why they gave him a large upfront fee.
Yeah.
And those are some of the deals that you'll find like out there, like. It's flexible. Deals are flexible, and business is flexible. It's not a one size fits all. I think the bigger you become as an artist, the more leverage you have to make some of those deals. You can now get those kind of like exclusive deals.
Like
it was quite an amount, like $80,000. Like and looking at it, it was his first debut album. Like you get an $80,000, man. Like.
That's a career going well, bro. That's a career going well.
Like no, you can't deny.
Buy myself a new Benz.
And the second album, did he sell it also?
On his second album, I'm not really sure. Like, is it Try Again?
Try Again, number.
I'm not sure about that one. Like whether he did sell it or not, but yeah. He definitely made some good money off of that. Like that's a lot of money.
No, the thing is that I'm a figures everybody, and I like the way saying the figures out. Are those the real figures? Like I think we need to do some research on that.
No, like, if they're exclusive deals, they could be the real figures.
Could be, yeah.
When it comes to royalties, I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
Because royalty payments are residual. They come in smaller amounts. And to get those high royalty returns, then I don't know which streaming site are you using and what are the numbers correlating with. Yeah. I'm not denying that, but it would just be nice to see the numbers behind that so that we can add some context to it. Yeah. But it's good that he talked about figures because Zambia, like we are notorious, especially like not just music business, but just generally, we don't like to talk about money. It's on the hush hush. No one is saying like how much they made. No one say. Of course, we don't expect you to say that, but you know, it's good to have some of these things in the media. It gives the people a context and also shows them just how much the industry has grown. Even for those people trying to invest in the industry, when they hear like, yo, bro, like, so somebody can actually make that amount of money, it makes the industry look more attractive.
More attractive, yes.
Because now they know that, okay, I can make a good return in this thing. It's not just all play and small monies, nickel and diming, that ways and, you know, type of arrangement.
Yeah, so that's why I've been seeing artists now investing in showbiz now.
Yeah.
They're out there. Oh, I've bought a new car. So you know, by when ule mwana fida, ule mwana kwa trimbia, my guys are why are you boasting here so? But then when you understand it, it's they're putting, they're showing you like there's value to this thing now.
Yes.
There's value to this thing now. True. And then so when I say pay me this much, it should be connected to that.
So
so I think that's also good. But then again, like, you know, you should expect people say anything about you, man.
That just comes with the territory. I always say, like, if you're an artist, don't get too touched over social media. Otherwise, people be mean in the comments, just saying a whole bunch of nonsense. You know, just do what you have to do. Of course, in the comments, you will get some good feedback, but most of the time, this is just a bunch of people, you know, talking a whole lot of nonsense. So don't pay much attention there.
So maps.
It should just be an indicator that you are worth talking about.
Maps. So talking about the same dude, I saw he posted like a peak. I don't know if it's out of the money from the streaming thingy. I don't know if this dude bought the Rolls Royce. I don't know if it's true, but we saw this nigga. He posted that.
Anyway, I don't know about that. It's show business. If he did, congratulations to the man and more wins to you and the rest of us too.
Talking about the same issue, like this dude, Elias.
Oh yeah, talking about Elias. How did, because the sentencing, the date they were supposed to sentence him, they adjourned it.
No, he's been sentenced.
He's been sentenced.
Oh, okay. No. I know he's been sentenced now, finally. But what did he first? The first one was like, oh, okay, they sat for it and then they adjourned it. So now they finally sentenced him. Okay, I see.
He did.
And I think that's okay, I wouldn't say fair, but according to what was happening and how people were projecting that, they're saying 6 is okay for him. 6 months.
Personally, I think... He's lucky.
So like
he was supposed
6 months.
People are saying he's lucky because now, like, I was really thinking this guy.
Yeah, bro. Like people get locked up for like a stretch, but like you know, why I feel like.
How much time do you think this guy would have gotten? Like, if it was just like, you know what?
I don't know. Again, sadist. I'm telling you, like,
because you know,
it's like I really don't know, but I kind of thought like 6. Yo, you got off light, bro. Because like I'm thinking an offense
going to be
like
out
that.
Before the year ends.
Yeah, before the year ends.
Because we're just in the second quarter of the year.
Yeah, even
before
though
December.
We must appreciate that Zambian prison, Baba, it's not
a
walk in the park.
And then
even just a month, you change.
Because it's like with hard labor. It's with hard labor.
Yes.
So he's working in there. He's not just chilling. Man.
No, it's not just chilling. Like it's real.
Bro, but
it's real.
Because that labor, with that labor,
you know, I kind of like, if I'm in a like situation, I would say like, I think like he got lucky. He didn't get as much time as I thought they would give him. But in that vein, I'd like people to appreciate also. It's not to say that we were wishing that he would go in for longer. Just looking at the way other people have been sentenced, like from my perspective, they usually go in for longer stretches. For something you would even deem like, yo, bro, like he went in for that long for that. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, but
then you get take a 6 for such a thing.
All the best to him, man. Let's hope you know everything, regardless of what has happened, you know, during this whole duration and him being incarcerated. Let's hope he'll bounce back, you know, be more positive and that kind of stuff. And this should be a teachable moment to all of us. Like we have to, you know, be more responsible about the things we say. And we should be considerate and not abuse these platforms to now start attacking and, you know, doing all manner of nonsense on these platforms. Because, you know, a lot of people like say things that are quite hurtful. Because like when you hear the stuff that he said, when those because the recording of what he actually said wasn't put out.
Yeah,
but even just when you hear the conversation between him and Yo Maps and Kidis, like yo, my boy was like, yo, he was on one. He was like,
John Wick.
Yeah, I was actually scared. Like, now this I'm teeny, I was scared for him. I was like, yo, bro, like, yo, don't do that, bro. You know. But yeah, unfortunately, it came to that situation, and like, yeah.
On top of the 6 months, it's gonna be paying kiddies 70,000.
Yo,
70 grand, man.
Yo.
So if
70 grand, bro.
Yes. Hey, bro.
But at least get court for your back at the court. But I know at least in England so. Obviously, like there's that.
I don't think that's the case.
That's
different. That's a fine. That's a verdict they've put on you.
So you have to pay it upfront.
I don't know if it's upfront, it's upfront, but that figure I think must be paid up by a certain time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's he actually he means the same. He meant
okay.
So that per month I'll be paying
this much.
I guess in that way, because I think if they say it should be paid by this time, then maybe you have leeway. It's okay, I can manage to pay it and break it down like this. Yeah.
Well, from jail 70
bro.
70.
Tawabo mbapo 6 months. First of all, now what attack as a convict number.
Yeah.
But anyway, things happen, and then we learn, and then we get back on our feet.
Yeah.
You should know that.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Let's hope he's learned something out of
this. Yeah. It's a teachable moment actually, and you know. It's like we were saying, even the way people be out here in the comments saying all manner of nonsense. Like, yo, be quite about cyber law number. So
whatever you're saying,
be careful.
That wish when I run that cheated in cyber
but you know, even beyond the cyber thing, some people just talk a lot of nonsense. Some people like, what gives you the right to say certain things about people? Just
and you know what?
Very insulting type of things.
And you know what, Zeke? I think they should do more sensitization on what this means.
Yes.
People won't be understood. Like you just say these things. Okay, of course, Mwali them, but to feminine so. But there's some people that need you go and everybody's on social media.
A lot of
youngsters
people.
on
We
social
need
media.
that. We need that.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, like man and can sensitize. What this means is that you want to under so in proper practical terms, you know. And what under so if umuntu adi angaende kukoti aurasta bwanja oraenda kupolisa akakulembesa achaenda na kukoti bakulonga because vije vyona kamba venze wrong venze against the laws. Yeah. So they should do more sensitization on that.
No, they have
chaps like
not everyone is social media, like you are saying. Not everyone is social media. Not everyone is updated with the information, so they need to go all out in the country.
Because you have people like that guy. Because you know, we've been seeing this guy like talking, like insulting. You know, what's his name? Why me? He goes by Why me? That guy who's been insulting. So he's been insulted and doing all those things. So that people. So. You know, that can also influence a certain type of atmosphere in people, you know. What was no, I think Nifi, if we chaba so too much freedom.
They could be feeling too fresh.
So
okay,
to stop that.
Nah, that makes sense. Yeah, more sensitization.
More sensitization on that.
But all the best to the guy, man. Like, you know, wish him all the best. It's unfortunate that it had to come to this, but let's be responsible with what we do online and let's be kind to people, man. Yeah. Don't just be out here saying for the sake of clicks and likes, you know. There's better ways to do that, man. Just hustle. Be creative.
Social media is the problem is that Apamanjalians is like each and every person wants numbers so that maybe a certain company they can approach. Oh, you've got numbers. Here's a penny.
That's the game.
That's how you're making money.
But we should be careful. Like
You guys, you got something that you dropped for the people, you know, doing some good numbers on YouTube. Mr. 50K.
Yeah. Mr. 50K below 3 weeks.
Until how many weeks?
Below 2,
So yeah, today it's
max 2 weeks.
second week.
Yeah. 2 weeks, how many
2
days?
weeks and 1 day. 2 days.
Okay, I see.
2 weeks, 2 days.
Okay, yeah. So for the viewers, just in case you don't know, Saint Jay and Blessed are artists. Okay,
Hey.
very dope artists. They do very good music. Look out for them. We'll put their details at the bottom of the podcast for the screen there if you want to follow them or listen to their music. We'll put their details down there and at the end of the podcast as well. But yeah, they're very good musicians. Saint Jay being a rapper, Blessed being a singer. Yeah. So they have a dope song out. What's the name of the song?
Well, the title of the song or the name of the song is Come and See.
Come and See. Featuring who?
Chile One.
Tell them about the feature,
Mr.
nigga.
Zambia.
Chile who?
Chile One.
That's
Mr.
right.
Z.
You heard it
Mr.
right, man.
Zambia.
Featuring
The boys
Chile
from
One.
Chile land.
Yeah.
Have you asked him if he's do you put like not just singer? Do you put Afrobeat singer?
That's another debate because when Afrobeat itself, like,
or is it Afro? Or is it Afro singer?
I don't.
You do Afro songs?
No,
I don't.
These beats, like, if you even when you listen to the same beats they're saying Afro, you hear there's some Kizomba.
Yeah.
It's a blend.
Yes, Afro beats actually, like what even the Nigerians have been saying now. It's like there's no genre like Afro beats. The Afro beat genre that was there was what Fela used to do. But what you have now is Afro beats is just really a fusion of different kinds of genres. Of different types of music. Like you're saying, there's a bit of kizomba, a bit of dancehall, a bit of this and that.
Yeah.
So it's more or less like Afro fusion. Yeah. So when it comes to categorizing those, it's a bit tricky. But the streaming platforms, because they're Western streaming platforms from America and all these other countries, they don't really understand the specifications and the different genres to the extent that an African would. So they just kind of lumped everything into it's all Afrobeats. Yeah. So to say that according to the kind of music they attribute to, we could call it that.
You can call it that, right?
But genre-wise, if we had to go into it specifically, yeah. But let's get back to the song, man. Chile One, Mr. Zambia. How was that experience recording with Chile One?
The experience was quite good. And looking at when I was communicating with the guy, like when we were pulling the feature on, like we talked today, the next day I made the payment, same day I made the payment, and I remember that day when I made the payment, I was going for a job interview somewhere. I made like a payment when I was about to go in for an interview. I was like, in the next maybe an hour or two, I'll be there to record. I was like,
okay.
I looked at the time. I was like, time I check interview.
Baby sticker.
Studio. I was like, okay. Went into a car interview. After the car interview, jumped on the bus. Went there. This nigga was on time. Like, he came through and we recorded and it was a success.
But you managed to get there on time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
No, that's good because my artist in a time management in a foot. It's a big problem,
so he came through like
time management, huh?
Yeah. Okay, that's good, man.
Yeah.
That's good. So how much did you pay him though?
Are you free to disclose?
Talk about the money.
Disclose like the money, man.
Walipire shinga yama.
Kaida senje mwari munyimbo so mwamulipire shinga.
Nae mwakuru wadampasa nkonika something.
Kairi kuri management Kairi.
Nice nkupasa kwa royalty.
Yeah, she done my feet, guys.
Okay, let's just get a range at least. Was it over 5? Come on, man. You can like, talk. It's so good, like nigga.
Like in terms of the figures, I would but it was over 5 because.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything put together.
Over 10.
Hey, bro.
Everything put together.
People might be thinking like, so this guy mpanga start. So mafuna che kupanda tikaenda.
Zambo.
Kama
kuza kumova tuangara wakasoka.
Nichi mwanzo sungina cha wamene hawa start.
Wakumova nvavo yo.
Kama ngamba chikumo angara wakaso.
Sunga these guys nzira wakumova naye.
Bia twakara kaso.
Amova nsoche.
Unapasa mzako ndrama ya so iseka gura po ya bili makreti.
Angakupasa ndrama za mova but not for tuli nensala te chikupere mpi. But ngani yokore wacheve angakupasa.
Ngani yo
niggas don't matter, man. Let them niggas.
Yeah, so but it was quite an amount. And we managed.
Okay.
We managed. This dude came through like, and we worked.
Yeah.
It was a good experience working with the dude, like, yeah.
Okay.
Working with one of the guys that is established in the music fraternity. Yeah, it was a good experience, as in for me.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, it was a good experience.
That's dope, man. That's dope, man. Chile One, Mr. Zambia. So you did the video as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm guessing you paid for the video.
So
you paid him for the
audio plus video.
Okay.
There are two different figures that you need to pay these guys. You need to pay for the audio feature and the video appearance. You need to pay.
I see.
Then you look for the costume. They don't just come in their own clothes that they put at home. No. So I did that. Paid him for the video appearance. He came through. Although he came through a bit late. Yeah, but he came through.
Now, but he did his thing.
Yeah, he came
through. Like the verse that he did on the song. Yeah.
He can invest.
That's why he's Mr. Zambia.
He's Mr. Zambia.
Idea in a garido pora. Jealous down.
He did justice in the song. Like he gave the song.
So you said the Saint. Did you also record your verse on the same day that Chile One came through?
No.
Okay.
I went.
You was too celebrity for the man.
We don't pay appearance.
And no beast.
I know. I actually went with him. Yeah. There's a day that told me like, when are you free? That's so we could do it.
Okay.
I was like, pleasure, man. Like there's Chile One on the song.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure. So like, I went through.
Okay.
So like, So so far, it's your biggest song in your career.
Man, like,
so I was like, oh wow, bro, like you're putting me on one of your biggest songs in your career. Just yet, right? Because maybe you're about to achieve more and stuff like that. But yeah. So I was like, oh, thank you for that opportunity. Yeah, so I forward and I forgot to refer nobody.
Yeah, I'm feeling you heard this man say that.
Hey, so I put that random camera. No excuses.
No excuses.
2025.
Hey, don't join the homie movie rooms.
Yeah,
we've been waiting for that album of movie.
You must drop. You must drop.
But I think artists these days, like there's one person I was hearing say this, like is actually a big artist, these days, like albums, bro. You find that I think people these days, artists are more just comfortable with EPs and singles, especially singles. We have certain guys, they've never had albums, but they're hot. Because like recently I was seeing Nezlong, I think they put a album.
Yeah.
I think Katilo, I got a album Nezlong.
No,
I don't think so.
Yeah, but he's been on the hot segments. He's been like on that heat wave, like he's releasing songs. He's hot. People would book him. But Pakatilo, album.
I see.
So like, and he's trying to do that. So like, I think people are preferring. People prefer to do like singles here. I don't know whether it's everywhere in the world, but I'm noticing this happen in this country.
I think it's also just to do with people's attention span.
Yeah,
like because when the songs are getting short. Yeah, those days, like back then, you would have songs maybe 4 minutes, 3 minutes, something. Now it's even less. You find my songs at 2:30, 2:56, 2:40, something.
Like at least it's just something just to.
Yeah, it's all about just dancing and whatnot. Yeah, so most people are really just. It's. I don't know. I kind of feel it's a bit sad for me. I'm someone who likes albums. Albums kind of give you like they expose what an artist is, or who the musician is. They'll show you how good that person is. because it's quite a huge effort to do an album. That is well received and has very good songs on it. And it's not just having good songs on it. So like everything must be cohesive. If you have a well balanced and everything, how everything is done. Yeah. So to do that, that's quite a skill.
Yeah. So like off the top of your head, like can you mention one album that you think is like complete? Might be local or international. For me, that album was complete.
I'll say like it's an older album.
Okay.
Local. I'd say Exile. So like.
Okay.
Yeah, to me that's a complete album because he had very dope songs on that. Like just his writing on the music was the concept of the song, the lyrics, the way he was connecting them.
But then Shama guys were under which label? That was Mondo Music.
Yeah, that was Mondo
Yes,
Music.
That was the label. Huh?
I know. So Exile wasn't on Mondo Music.
No, he wasn't.
I don't think
so. No. Under Mondo Music.
No,
Exile was on Mondo Music.
Yes, he was part of
that, huh?
Yes, he was.
If not, you think he was under which label?
No, he was.
What's he wasn't at Sling Beats, Exile.
No, he wasn't.
Slim Beats called Chameleon.
Chameleon, Hamova, CQ.
Or Roma side.
No, like he was recording with.
He was recording with TK.
TK, yeah.
Yeah, but then like distribution, I think in a few Mondo Music.
Yeah.
As a distribution and.
So like you look at that like okay, like for me when you talk about a complete album, I like Exile's album. Yeah. So like just the songs he had on there, the concepts of the songs, the writing, the artistry, just the way he connected it, like everything just felt complete and it was fresh. It just felt like a breath of fresh air.
Okay.
Yeah. Same with JK as well. Yeah, that first album of his and the Mondo Music was quite good as well. Yeah,
there's this thing with
artists, those they feel complete.
Yeah,
like it's a body of work. These guys came through. They had very dope songs with JK. The singing, the vocals like. Yeah, that was some. It was good times. It was good music.
Would you agree saying that most of the times, artists make their best work like in the early beginnings? Like, do you think that's what do you think?
It's not a one size fits all. Yeah. I think fit up something is different for everyone. Yeah. Certain people take a bit of time for them to mature.
Then now
others they're geniuses. Themselves. Others start hot, and then they just
go down. Yeah, I think it's yesterday I saw some dude. I don't know if you saw this on B-Flow's thingy, the Z Encyclopedia. There's this guy that wrote some good music.
Yes,
that we think maybe these JKs and there's this guy with dread. What's his name? Like he wrote a number of songs. Like yeah.
It's an odd time.
Like, so like, man, don't know.
Like he was a writer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like songwriting is like they're there. It's just that in Zambia we focus a lot on the artistry side of things, but the music industry is quite robust. There are different roles and actually different ways you can make money from this thing. Yeah. Being a songwriter is one of them.
Yeah.
There's some people who are brilliant songwriters. They're not necessarily good vocalists, but they're brilliant songwriters. When they write that song, bro, like, yeah, that thing is just magic. It's just flawless. And I think it's one of those things we need to actually start doing more as an industry, because I think it helps just increase the quality of the product. If you look at the American system, they do that a lot.
Yeah.
Rihanna probably doesn't write her own music. Beyonce doesn't write her own music.
Rihanna is a performer.
They actually get writers and have the writers do writers camps.
I think I think it's a bit tricky. Songwriters. I don't know if we I think we don't have a proper structures and maybe contract that would really say like in a songwriter. You would actually benefit a lot.
Yeah, but also like, okay, look, of course we don't have those structures, but also we just need to start learning how to make deals.
Yeah.
Some of these structures don't just come. We are the ones who actually have to make them. And they're based off of these same things we're doing on the ground. So we don't have to overcomplicate things. Me and you can agree to say, okay, look, bro, you can write, me, I've got this song. Just put down an agreement together here and there. These days, to Alquatama phones, you have your phone there, you can do Google, YouTube, and all those things. There are a lot of things and information you can see on how you can do splits for a song, or how you can compensate each other so that you know.
But that information now, you can get it.
Yeah, it's there. So it's not really an excuse to say that. Like, you just have to, you know, be educated, educate yourself on what you're doing, and learn how to position yourself. Yeah, because this whole thing of waiting for structure, we are the ones who are supposed to make the structure. Yeah, of course, there's certain powers that we look up to do these things, but I think, you know, from what we've seen, they're a bit slow to move on certain things, and, you know, we're the ones who have to push those things. Yeah. So songwriting is actually a very important, and it should be made a very lucrative part of our game.
Yeah.
Because certain people should not be writing their own stuff.
No. You've got artists you have to point out.
That shine on my song.
On your song. Do you want an honest opinion, or do you want me to give you like
I always choose an honest opinion,
negative
man.
and positive.
No, bro, we have to be honest.
Negative and positive critics are welcome.
Okay, I like that you said that. Like for most of the artists out there, because there's a lot of sensitive niggas out there, man. But you're too sensitive. Grow up and be mature. In the world, people are going to criticize you, and you should be mature enough to understand that not everyone who criticizes you is, you know, just being negative or silly. You should be mature to discern. Say, okay, this is nonsense. This is active criticism. Yeah. So with that said, like, when it comes to you, because I know I've worked with you like on a number of things. I think you are a talented person. You've got a lot of potential, but you need to work more on certain aspects. You can do a good song, but I feel like there's always that room to do more, but it takes that extra effort. Yeah. So even when it comes to writing, you write good songs, but you can definitely write songs that are better than those, that are, you know, a level above those by so much. But again, it's also understanding some of the challenges, limitations, you know, trying to find the right people to work with and what's this. But I would advise to you and other artists as well, like, you know, study your craft. It's like, I like to liken like music to sports, or anything else to sports. If you're going to be the best, you have to know what makes someone the best in your field. If you're going to be the best singer, and everyone, like, if you're going to be in that field, you should strive for that. That should be what your goal is, nothing less. Yeah. You know, unless maybe that's just what you want. But typically, I think you should strive to be the best in your field. And you need to understand what makes you the best in your field. You know, so if you see like somebody who plays soccer and they're trying to be like the best attacking midfielder, you're going to have to study the best attacking midfielders. You know, watch a couple of games, watch different leagues, identify the best players in those leagues and games, see what is their strength. Is it the speed? Is it the creativity they have? Their vision on the pitch. What is their chemistry like with the
strikers and everyone?
Their playmates, you know, the fitness levels. How much training do they do? You know, when you watch those CR documentaries, you understand why he's that good. Because this man put in the work. When other people were knocking off from training, this guy was just starting his training. And now he's undoubtedly, at one point, one of the best players in the world. And even now, you can't remove him off of that list. It's the same thing with music. There are certain things you need to master for you to become like the best. So if I look at, let's say, a singer, one, your vocal performance should be good. Writing, not so much, because you can always get someone else to write for you. But if you're also going to endeavor to write your own music, work on that, you know. Then even things just like stage presence, all those are key things that you must master, you know, plus a few other skills. I'm sure you can identify those things, but you must study and really sharpen those. Because even with the vocalists, like I've noticed, like there are guys who can sing, they're right, you know, and some of those things where like the fame gets you, and what you're doing is working. So I think dudes kind of feel like, why reinvent the wheel if it's not broken. You know, if it's working, why reinvent this thing? But if we're going to compete on an international level, and I think to a certain extent, not completely, it's not the main reason why we're not competing internationally, but it's one of the things that I think contributes. Like the standard and the quality of the way we're doing things has to improve.
Yeah,
it has improved, but we need to push it so much more so that we can compete. Like if we go toe to toe, let's say with some Jamaicans here, bro, like a one-on-one live versus like arrangement. Them niggas will smoke us, bro. Not even what, like it's no contest.
No,
because they really make sure they drill those fundamentals into themselves. Same thing even with the South Africans. You see how their music has taken over our airwaves and what's this? Of course, there's other factors, but when you listen to the music itself, you can tell they have ticked the fundamentals. They have brilliant melodies. Lyrics, I'm not sure, because Zulu, and a bit of Zulu, but not too much to discern what they're saying all the time. The beats, the guys have also mastered that. Yeah. You know? But yeah, so that's that. With you, Bwana, so it's like you're a good artist. But it's kind of like, let's put it in football terms as well. You know, like in the leagues, on the tables, there's usually the top four, then there's the bottom four. Then there's just those teams that are always like in the middle there. You'd be maybe like the way a Fulham is like kaichepa kachpach. Skamachoka but kaichepa kachpach. But you can always go to number one. And that's not to take away from the song, because that is a really good song. But in that respect, that's how I would paint that.
Okay.
Okay, so how are you going to rate the song from a scale of 1 to 10?
Okay, rating a song is also a bit funny, because then now we have to see what metrics are we using to rate the song. Then when we have the metrics to rate the song, then now we can give it a score. So for instance, let's say like songwriting, just the beat itself, and just overall production, like mixing and what's this, vocal performance, all those things. All in all,
just to cut it short, maybe in general, how would you rate the song?
Just generally, like, I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
That's a good number, man.
7.
7 out of 10.
Mr.Kay. Mr.Kay. Basically, how are you rating the song?
Yeah, so go out there and listen to the song. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Like, I don't know. Yeah. It's on YouTube, but this distribution company, they've delayed to
upload it on their streaming sites. Okay.
Delayed.
I see. Now we'll look out for that as well. You update us when it's on the streaming sites.
Okay, let's keep on pushing the numbers. If we reach 100K, so let's keep on pushing.
More fire.
We're waiting for that maps feature.
Where are we going to get $1,000, man? Like,
hustling, eh?
Talk to people around this
Go hand those racks over to Kandeke, like, yo.
They'll get you.
Get this, man.
Probably, at least like 100K. Yeah.
I forgot to ask though. So when you say come and see, like, what are you talking about in the song? What's that about?
Okay, so the whole song is more like a testimony song. Like, yeah. So you're telling people, come and see, like, maybe you used to struggle a bit. Of course, struggling like at a certain point. Now you're working, you have a stable source of income.
It's a better situation.
And you had people that were saying, how A, B, C, D. Then you're telling them, oh, come and see now. Like, here, niggas, I'm working. Yeah, have a stable,
No, good message, man. Positive vibes. I like that. I like that. All right. Okay.
Ira cover.
Resungama numbers 10 song. Nangu chimi ufya kunchapanga sense. Chi 1 million.
1 million. Shimazenda poshinga pa YouTube.
Yeah, no, it's to push, man. It's to push that you actually get those numbers, man. Yeah. Not muka blow a man jana muka mboti ponte.
And
be humble. That's what they say in Zambia. Like
be humble.
Like people in Zambia like to, make other people humble. Like, no, be humble. Nothing that much like. No, man, just do your thing, man. Don't be a punk, but do your thing. Hey,
just be you.
Those people, yes, they really need to take a chill pill. You need to be humble and be arrogant as hell, man.
Yeah.
Some of these artists have the nerve, bro. This nigga, like, he don't have nothing to his name.
Yeah.
Out here acting like he's on the Forbes list. Nah. We're not gonna have that. Respect yourself, humble. Respect other people. It will get you far. That as far as telling somebody be humble, do what you have to do. Feel yourself a little bit, but don't be a punk. Yeah.
Come and see.
Did you guys hear about this thing? This company? Is it JIXW?
Yeah, I did. I think.
Did you actually come across it like online?
No, that was a surprising thing because just to take you back a bit, they are quite that goal. Is it goal like?
Yeah.
Goal like. I remember that back then.
There was some others.
Yes, goal like Zambia. By then I was in school. Then I had a roommate.
Yeah.
Who was part of the go like thingy, putting their money. No, bro. E7. So I was like, bro.
Yeah.
You can get so much a starter then.
Yeah,
from nowhere to every week. Because in the bro, this is a pyramid thingy.
Yeah.
Our guys are Vala Pola. We know. No, I can't. Zabeura. Even you can do the same as like, I'm not going to do that. Yeah. So go like Zambia. After at least people put in their money, so that they should gain your trust. You should trust them with your money.
So they'll pay a few people.
Yes.
They make it work.
Yeah.
And so that bakusta convinced number wa convinced apa number kunda become of wa send na savings already mbi ukweteka 100 wa become okay, if I put in 100 then maybe for example a week I'll be getting maybe 2,000.
Yeah.
Then I start calculating by this time
I'll get so much.
I'll make a profit. Then I'm going to get my money.
Now sta na moto kama
wapanga na fiance after just putting in your 100 and another 100 another one's kissed, they now see like, okay, we have a meal apa
cash out site as your savings.
It's windows shut down, man.
Hey,
people cried when there was go like Zambia.
Yeah.
People cried there was scammed na nomba impia shari.
Yeah.
Right now there's another, if you're not double TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, I saw like there were some influencers that were pushing that. So there were videos where they'll say, "Oh, if you use this J whatever Chanchani, you can put your money in it and whatnot." So I was like, what the hell is this? Like, how does it make money? But I didn't pay much attention to it. I just whatever. So fast forward, guy, boom, Chad Didik.
It's more like when the thing just starts right there and then maybe that's when you can do. Because no matter what you about that, black. Have you ever come across such? Those guys make you see that and think that it's working, and then you know how the human mind works. So say, if you can make this,
you
actually win.
They work on your greed.
Yeah.
And you won't want to leave because like, I can make this. That's what. Okay, I've got like 10 minutes. The moment you just think that you can do it again, that's where you know.
They get you with the greed.
Number, imagine those large sums of money and then all those people losing that kind of money.
Yeah.
It's quite a number, like I think about 6,000 people actually.
6,000?
Yes.
The same thing?
Yes.
Jeez, man.
So, I'm even surprised. Like, I just came across the same J.I. Shanshan when people got scammed. In a time you want to invest. What? That's what I was like.
6 pins.
But people should be giving testimonies saying, okay, me, I did it. So that people are now getting onto it.
But still, no, not even. You see, another thing we need to realize, like, we just also need to become a bit more literate about these things.
Yeah.
We need to be more aware because these things have happened a number of times. And I think maybe like there's still a bit more sensitization to do. We could do a bit more sensitization, especially on ground level, because you might take for granted that we all know what a pyramid scheme is. Yeah. But you know, there are people who just believe everything if around for because you're not in Monapo. There's a lady that I knew, like she was telling me about the same issue. No. Na kuisa kwa fear so nabika mo pia you know like how she believed it when I'm on to fetch tikapa
look idea
like I had to sit down and tell her, like, no madam never from like
you don't make money like that
she panga fish like how is that money made, you know impia tashaba izu kupanga tata like you must sweat
you want to make a huge amount of money in a short space of time. It doesn't work like that because there's one guy that commented saying like me I really think these are the same guys that scammed us in the first place. It's the same go like Zambia. They just changed the name.
They just changed the name.
And
these are
that's
the same
possible.
people, yes.
But even then, it could be a different group. But it's just an easy thing that they can do because people are so gullible.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's not even about testimonies. There are certain telltale signs you can see with these pyramid scheme things. Whenever you hear somebody telling you, recruit somebody else, then you may, run away from that. Bro. Yeah, because a proper business, they should be able to tell you what their business is.
Yeah.
What products or services do you sell? How exactly do you make your money? How is this money doubling? What are we selling for this money to grow? Yeah. And if there's no reasonable explanation, you shouldn't be like, don't be quick to put your money in nonsense.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense. Because some guy that was explaining actually at I don't know if you put in 1,000 or 500 every week, you're getting, I don't know if it's a 53 kwacha. So now, you have become 1 pin, got 1 pin or 500. Number. You 1 pin, you be today for 53 kwacha every week. You mean like it's just going to be sitting and from nowhere it's going to be generating a 53 kwacha every week? I don't know if it's every day.
Black magic.
How?
You know? And even when it reaches 1 pin, where those extra is going to come from? It's different. Like even, you know, like it's different. Like if, let's say, but anyway, even that's a bit tricky because, like, you know, this is just the age of scamming. You just need to be sharp, bro. Because if somebody comes to you with a good explanation, these days, man, you're gonna get knocked, bro. Like, there was the farming one also. Is it Kamono Farms?
Kamono Farms.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know what happened with that, but they were kind of advertising, say, you put in your money, then we invest the money in farming, like arrangements, and
then we're going to do,
Yeah, but people lost their money to that as well. But that one kind of made sense because there was actually where they were saying that, this is where the money. But again, you know, these things, like, it's the age of, you know, it's tricky, bro. It's tricky in these streets, bro.
It's very tricky.
You gotta protect your money.
Bro, you could be at home, seated, phone, and back to me the phone.
Be talking like with a foreign accent. These niggas be from like, like these dudes, like, I think the guy who called me, I think he must have been from Kenya or Uganda. No man, I heard the accent, and it's like, yes, boss, how are you? This is MTN Zambia. You've won so much. We've picked you as the lucky winner of our Shanshanko competition. So please just help us with the following details. Is this your number? He says my number. He says, okay, good. So for us to send you the money, go and check your balance first or some nonsense like that. Then he says, no, you have to authorize your PIN. And what's this? Like, because we are not sure who the money will go. Like, the explanation was just jade. Like, like you picked me from your database. What are you verifying?
Yes.
If
I won from your database, if I won something from your database.
Where are you calling from? No, head officer, Osaka. empty and like, bro, you sound like you're from Uganda, bro. Like, there's no one in Zambia with that accent. Like,
like what's happening?
Shout out my UG people, man.
So now here, like me from Norway, you call me.
But also, I think they get some of these things from the WhatsApp groups.
Yeah,
so be careful what WhatsApp groups you're in. Like, that's where they'll pick your numbers from there.
Okay.
Not everyone in the group is there with goodwill and intent. Some people are, they're posing out there. There's just some thieves waiting to get you.
Scanning for some numbers to...
yeah, and they'll hit you. You know, they usually, they'll create scenarios. Like the recent one I faced was, they sent me a message through, they sent a message to my WhatsApp saying that your Facebook account is linked to Facebook pages that have violated Facebook terms. So if you don't respond to this message now to rectify the situation, your Facebook page will be deleted forever. And then they put a link there. Now, once you press that link,
you're gone.
Then they get you.
Yeah, already.
Sometimes they'll let you press the link, you go to the site. They've made these websites that really look like it's Facebook, but it's not. It's just a nonsense site they've put out there. So you'll be there. While I become one of my details, you're thinking, no, I need to save my account and what's this? Once you just put in your details and you log in your password, they get that. Then now that's when they hack your account. Then now they start posting all that nonsense on your account.
On your account.
People are just calling you. Give me poster. Like it ain't me, blood. Like, so that's how they get you. And they really make it look like an emergency. Like if you don't do this now, yada for a page.
Why like the funny thing is this, after what you've said, like you get hacked, and then your guys have been hacked, then that guy says that he deletes it again. So like you're not in control of your account, That type of influence.
Once they get it, it's a wrap. Like you literally have to go to Facebook support and then start initiating that procedure. But it takes quite a while.
Time,
Yeah. But so that's with the, the scamming and the digital hacking spaces and whatnot.
So, 6 pin.
Yeah, be careful, people. Be careful. Don't just, watch that greed. They get us through the greed. Once you just feel like, I need to make this kamani, be careful. They'll get you. They use your psychology against you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that about that company. It was quite interesting. I thought, okay.
Got scam. 6,000 people. Got scam.
That's a lot. 6 pin.
6 pin. And you can imagine I came, this lady, I wanted to buy more token and
guys,
it's over.
It's a wrap.
Just imagine you put in like a 70, hoping that since it's like a 70, maybe I can under fit in 120. Maybe it's a pangako. Then a 70 and then a kuboys.
Get your ass
scared.
Gambling, ka?
No, but again, you check like that's what I'm saying. They get us from the greed, and the problem, like I've observed now, is that just generally, like with the younger people and just the environment now is like people are impatient. They want things fast.
Yeah.
So they are willing to. They don't want to spend time to get it. They don't appreciate that it takes time for you to make something worth it or something valuable. They want it here and now. It's instant gratification. It's Instagram age. That's what it is, bro.
Yeah.
In relation to that, though, when you look at the whole situation, there's another situation that have nothing related to scamming, but just the youth and looking at the situation that happened, like where Mark II was aspiring.
He's aspiring, I think he's aspiring to stand. What? Nchanga. Chingola. Is it Nchanga constituency?
Nchanga constituency. Yeah. So he's aspiring to stand as an MPA. Yeah. But not just him. There's just been this wave of younger people trying to get involved into the politics.
Exciting. We're so excited.
So what's your thoughts on that? Do you think young people are just impatient? They just want to get it, and they'll ruin it because they've got all this. They just want to gratify their needs. Maybe they think they're gonna make money from it.
So I think my comment is let's hope they're not looking for a way to go in there, make some money and say like man can like kubeura venga wave political fraternity, or if you're a politician if they're looking at it at that angle, then it's not good.
Wrong arrangement.
Yeah, but of course, if they're looking at an angle of helping people, of course, helping the society and the country, which it's a good thing. It's a good
Saint,
thing.
what are your thoughts, man?
Do
you think we need more time for us to get into these positions?
No, the time is now.
The time
so,
is now. Are you ready, man?
Yeah, I'm
Can
ready,
you be
man.
minister, man?
Hey.
Can we trust you with our money, man?
Hey, try me, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, try me, man. You know what I think? Like, I think that this whole Mark 2 thing, like him trying it out, and I think, maybe, like, I definitely had to think it out.
Yeah.
Like, maybe within the years, he was like, was this one time somebody said that, like, so you don't forget in Roma, and then now, eventually, now he says it now. So he was going Munshida Day in a year. But I think, about the youth movement, they shouldn't, like, mess it up for people that are actually now looking up to this situation happening. Yeah, because these guys who are in front now, because imagine like, they want to try us out now.
Yeah.
So now if they try us out now and then now we disappoint, another chance. So the guys who are just trying it right now, the youth getting into it, please, like, make sure if you just kill it. Make sure
we need fresh minds.
Guys, ground.
Mindset.
And again, guy definitely that place angwa kuna nkane constituency. Limiteko mukaraikara no kuikara. Tamakara yako lionse. Yeah. But instead of a ground, make sure if but kuanisha, then again, you make sure if again foot nama youth mule by time power.
Yeah, true. And I think like Mark 2 is a very level-headed person, and he's quite smart as well. But I also think he's a person who genuinely has love for the country.
Yeah.
Like, he's definitely a man of the people.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think he would make a good MP.
Yeah. And I'm with it, but the time is now, so you should.
It is now,
let's
man.
go.
So guys, it's your time now. It's our time. You need to get into these offices and start doing your thing. But it's not a chance for you, where you start doing your own things, where you start posting Instagram pics and all of that. Trying to have 70 side chicks, 6 baby mamas, and 600 wives.
Hey, 6 wives. 600.
No, dudes be crazy.
How much like when
guys get money.
How much you got?
Yeah.
Hey,
that's it. Bro, I think cheating is expensive.
It is
expensive.
Like having more than one. Listen,
it is, but you see, when you got it, though, it ain't much.
But that's
of a
the thing.
problem.
Like when
at the end of the day, it won't be his money to be government's money. Cause
again, that's the problem. Yes,
because the money will be giving you, like the government will be giving you money as a what?
Yeah.
You're an MP, then you're running this constituency, then they give you money to do certain projects. Instead, you push the projects. I don't know if you need to build roads and everything. You do silly projects.
Yeah.
Says it's going for no project.
I think away from that, I came across. I think it's an ASA where like government release some funds to build. I don't know if it's a stadium or what. Someone stadium, bro.
At $5 million, stadium $5 million.
Stadium $5 million.
Those figures always just be out there, man. Like anyway, don't know anything.
Stadium $5
Yeah, but the only hope, like you've mentioned, like let's really do things to better the situation.
Yeah,
this is not a moment for you to go in there and start looting things, and you're trying to get a bag where you didn't work for it. You're trying to get a bag by stealing from the people. You're trying to get a bag so you can go flex for your friends at the chill spots and not this. No. This is not it. This is time to be serious. You've seen our friends in Burkina Faso. They're not playing. The man, them Traore, is doing his thing. That level of focus and level-headedness, that's what we need.
We need such people like
this is a moment not for you just to get excited about it and say, Because now it's exciting and what's this, but there's the real work on the ground that needs to be done.
Oh, yeah.
It's our time, but let's take this seriously and give it the dedication and focus.
So we need people that are passionate about the work.
And we shall scrutinize also. We're there to give the checks and balances.
And speaking about like Mark 2 and getting into that space now, I think that's when now he's going to like kind of like just shut off maybe like from the music, like their retirement now. It's real. Because now, okay, I know he's going to be having like time for that, but now he's going to be more careful. Like that's one thing.
It changes when you get into
so
politics.
His artistry now, his artistry is going to be more careful with what he says. Or how he moves. I know he's already got this whole catalog where he's been an organized artist and stuff like that. But he's going to be more careful now with the words that he says. Now he's now part of. So,
anyway, you had something to say?
Yeah, in terms of.
No, also, I thought you had something more to say.
No. It's just that.
Okay. You have our support. Please.
Yeah, make sure it's
it's
time
all
is
good.
now.
All the young people, the good young people who trying to make it out there. We also know the wrong young people who just trying to get some things. But hey,
trying to get some bread.
We gonna catch you.
Get some cake.
Anyway, with that said and done,
Gents,
any closing remarks?
No. Before we close, I saw there's a beauty pageant that is happening. There's Miss World and. Is it Miss World, Miss Universe,
just
Miss
keep
World?
the mic, don't move too much. Yeah.
Miss World, we have Faith, who's representing Zambia. It's Zambia Kuchalo. After I think past 7 years, we haven't had anyone to represent
us.
Yeah.
7 years?
Yeah, I think 7 years.
Okay, me, I'm a bit confused. There are a lot of pageants going around right now.
Because there's Miss Universe.
Oh, there's Miss World, Miss Universe.
Yeah, so the ones that are happening right now, it's Miss World.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miss World.
I see.
So they were saying for the past 7 years, there hasn't been anyone who wasn't really represented Zambia.
Okay.
Yeah, she's doing the most.
That's dope. That's dope. It's good to see us participating at a global level. It shows signs of doing things out there. It's our time to get out there.
So please make sure you support Faith. Whenever she needs our support, she's flying the flag out there.
Make sure you just. Sorry?
Barbara. Orlando Pride, Barbara Band.
That one.
It's not yesterday because in SA they were playing today in the morning. I think around 3. Yeah, they were playing against. I forget.
Orlando Pride.
Yeah, they were almost losing. Then brought in Priska Chilufya. Yeah, she scored to make it 1-1. Yeah, she scored.
Women are actually doing well in that space.
Yeah, also. Like women's soccer, like it's not a game, bro. Like they're not playing with you like that.
Yeah,
it's serious business.
Is it yesterday again? The under-17 were playing against Mozambique.
Yeah,
the COSAFA tournament.
That's women.
Yeah, women. The under-17. Of course, they qualified for the World Cup. Yeah, it's been back to back.
Okay,
back to back the under-17. So they won 4-0. Yeah, so please let's support them. Then again, in terms of the same sport, we have a new first president, Keith Mwemba.
Oh, Keith Mwemba. Hey, the first saga finally came to an end. But were the FIFA officials present?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. FIFA so now the Kuribe
now, so Keith Mwemba, he's the new first president. Okay. Let's support the man. Yeah, please. And in terms of sport again, yesterday there was the Absa Cup final. It was Red Arrows versus Zanaco. Yeah. It was at Levi Monawasa Stadium. Of course, it ended in penalties. Yeah. Zesco United are the new champions of the Absa Cup.
That's good. Walked out. Zesco, man. Do your thing.
Walked with a 1 mil kwacha.
Hey, is it?
Yeah.
All right.
And the second, they got
start playing a little bit of football.
The club is getting most of that.
How you know that, man?
Hey, man.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I can't make all my dollars. Can stay up my dollars as to my youth top boys.
It would make sense if we had sponsors. Even in Madala's league. Sponsors,
but Absa is the main sponsor for this Zambian league, right?
Okay. The Absa. Now, good stuff, man. I think we can call it a wrap.
Yeah.
No, we've had enough time to talk. We hungry now. We gotta go eat. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. This has been the Land of Work and Joy podcast. I'm your host, Mr.Kay, my co-host Saint Jay, and the brother Blessed.
Shut up.
Make sure you look out for their song "Come and See" by Blessed, featuring Chile One Mr. Zambia and Saint Jay. Go to YouTube and look for that. We'll post up the link in the description as well, so you can have a look at that.
Sure.
Bye bye.
All right.
See you in our next podcast.